Yeah, Joseph Enslow, Lane Road here. Good evening, Mayor and Council. I thought I would try to put a couple tools in your tool belt to help you with the West Vista Terrace decision later. So I went over the bylaw enforcement best practices guide for local governments from the BC Ombudsperson, and I'd like to pass along 5 points that will maybe help you along your journey later. So here's a quote. Bylaws enacted by local governments reflect community values and standards. These values and standards are not static. They evolve over time as community changes. So this highlights the expected adaptation of standards over time. Discretion in enforcement. Local governments have wide discretion in whether to enforce a bylaw in a particular circumstance. The principles of administrative fairness require that local governments use their discretion. And that would be in a fair, reasonable, and transparent process. So this underscores your obligation to apply discretion thoughtfully, not merely deferring to documentation. Simply quoting the OCP or the UCB says so would not qualify as a reasonable use of discretion. Third, principles of fairness. So this is administrative fairness involves bylaws in line with laws, clear practices for fair enforcement, and decisions that are equitable. So fairness encompasses both the process and the proportionality to the issue, such as the unintended exclusion from the UCB. Fourth, involving community needs. So values and standards evolve, necessitating bylaw and practices to adapt, to address changes, community needs, and conflicts. So that part is to emphasize adapting to shifts like urbanization and addressing new challenges like including the housing crisis. And fifth, it's accountability and education on discretion. So this is implementing discretion policies that allow government to be seen as administratively fair, and that would include applying discretion. So in closing, this means that discretion is not optional, it's actually essential, empowering councils to act beyond the confines of the book in your decision making. You need not rely on a simple book to explain your actions. Your continued and timely discretion is actually part of the process. So don't be afraid to use it. You're not only allowed to use discretion, it's actually part of your mandate. Thank you.